All right, guys, ready to go. I thank God that that thing that was going on with my left shin didn't turn out to be anything serious. So after taking a couple days off, I'm feeling pretty good. We also figured out what was going on. My orthotics are shot. So we're getting new orthotics later on, and we're going to have just a light training day today. It kind of sucks to only be able to practice lightly today because I had a whole bonanza of fun training planned for this week, and I was hoping to start playing some sets next week, but I'm gonna have to take it pretty light for the next 7 days and then build back up, but that's fine. Really, this is probably a best case scenario. When you have a pain pops up that could be serious, the fact that I'm gonna be on the court in like 3 days after that, and then also not having to take like much time off or having to worry about anything serious, this is probably as good as it could have went. Sometimes, like before, I think I've said this before, when I had some pains pop up, I used to try to just like play through it. I would wait way too long to get it checked out and to have a good plan going forward, and that cost me so much time in my career, like way too much time. So yeah, we're just gonna chill, take it easy, but not really. We're gonna give it all we got during the training session, obviously. I can't go all out though, so it'll just be, I think I'm gonna try to work on just my technique and my rhythm and flowing through the ball. So that way I can still get some good work in on something that is really important to work on for now, because I'm still trying to master the rhythm and the flow. And like I can do that without having to push myself too hard, because I can't do anything super explosive right now because the shin is still a little bit tender. But after just taking it easy for about 7 days, it should be good to go for the higher intensity stuff. What I'm really looking forward to though is the tournaments. Like I think I talk about this in like every video pretty much. And everybody on Instagram is always asking me, bro, when are you coming to play tournaments? When are you playing tournaments? When are you playing tournaments? Even my coach is always like, yo, when are you gonna play tournaments? I'm just trying to tell everybody, chill, tranquilo. There's no rush. The reason I'm not rushing back to play tournaments and like I don't really have it like, it's not really my main focus, is because I've had so many little physical issues popping up that I know the wisest thing is to solve everything and make sure I'm in a good place where I can safely put together some good tennis, and then I'll worry about playing tournaments. Really, the goal right now for me for the next month is just to keep on building up physically. And this is a unique period in my career too, because with all the injuries and stuff that I've been through, my capacity is so low right now. So I can go hard for a couple days maybe, but then it's like I'm toast, GG. I can't even last a full match right now. But as I keep building up, slowly and slowly, as the weeks go by, in a few weeks I'll probably be able to play sets and matches, and then in just a few more weeks after that, I'm going to be good to go to play multiple matches and be able to recover from it, and that's really what I'm looking for. So yeah, I have the way that I look at my career. I don't look at anything in the short term anymore. I look at everything in the long term. And the horizon that I have for my goal for Road to Number 1, if all goes well, this is an 8-year project. We're actually closer to 9 years, but now we're like in the realm of 8 years. I know that if this is going to take 8 years, if it takes me, let's say it takes another 6 weeks before I'm 100% and I can go play tournaments confidently because I know my body is okay, that's a drop in the bucket, a drop in the ocean compared to the time horizon I have for the goal. And obviously I do need to play tournaments and could get back to competing if I want to get better, because competition is one of the most important parts of improving, and that's going to come. And there's a time for everything, and for now the time is just to keep on learning and growing and stay patient and rebuild the body to get to a point where I can compete. But very soon, in a matter of just 1 or 2 months, I'm gonna be competing again, God willing. So that I'm really just trying to keep that perspective. I know if I rush something now and I say I want to get back faster, I'm gonna be putting myself at a risk of getting another injury, and that's something that I want to avoid at all costs. Right now, one of my biggest priorities is to avoid injury. I cannot afford to do anything that's gonna lead to an injury, so I gotta take everything super carefully. But I know that after this little phase, then I'm gonna be in a place where I'm gonna be physically strong enough to start putting in the hard yards in the match court. All right, we're about to get it. The control in the short angle is something I've been working on a ton past few weeks. All the best attackers, they're able to hit the short angle ridiculously well. So I've been working and focusing a lot on trying to be able to, if I'm a little bit in the middle or inside the court, just create like a ton, play to the outsides a ton, because there's always a way to create opportunities like that. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, work in progress. Heads up. These drills, they're almost like learning dances. It's almost like learning dancing. Yeah. Can we start over? All right. Wow. All right, that was a solid practice. We'll take it. I do feel like I was super focused. I was dialed, which is always good. The timing did feel a little bit off, though. It's understandable. I haven't played in a few days. Physically, I also didn't feel quite at 100%. Part of that, maybe it's because I haven't played in a few days, so okay, I'm a little tired and rusty. But the biggest reason for that is because I had a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A before I played. And every week, I eat very clean, but I always have one cheat meal. So this week, the cheat meal was a spicy chicken sandwich. And I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a minute. I love their chicken sandwiches. For me, Chick-fil-A is mwah. I love it. It's so good. But obviously, it's not ideal pre-practice fuel. So I would say that was a bad idea because I wasn't quite physically at 100%. And I mean, you can push through things like that, no problem. But I feel like I wasn't able to give, and I didn't quite give everything for the practice. And that kind of irks me because I know that if I want to do what I want to do, I got to be giving the best effort I can in every practice. I don't have to be perfect, but I got to be giving the best effort in the practices. So, I mean, lesson obviously, if I want to have a cheat meal, then like it's okay. Just have it before. Not before, just have it after the practice. I actually have a funny story about Chick-fil-A in tennis though. And this also proves that everybody is different because way back when in juniors, I was playing an ITF in Texas. And there's a guy, he was insane at tennis then. Now he's playing at Stanford. So he had a really good level back then in juniors. He's really good now. But this guy, before he was playing his matches, mind you, this is an ITF, so there's all the best players in the country and then also some really good international players playing. This dude pulls up before an afternoon match. It's like 90 degrees, eating a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and fries. And I ask him, bro, what are you doing? How are you eating this before you play? Are you going to be good? He's like, yeah, I'll be fine. He just goes and cooks everybody. And I forgot how he did in the tournament, but with those eating habits, he went deep in the tournament. He was, I don't remember what his ranking was, but he was definitely top 5 in his class. So he was legit. He also won Junior Wimbledon. But just seeing that made me see like, okay, there's levels to this. And by levels, I mean, it's like it's either like you're so good like that you can just do things in a like unprofessional way and still be beating everybody and still have really good results, or like that it could mean that. It could also mean that some people just respond differently to different things. I know myself, I don't respond well to eating junk food at all. So that makes it really easy. Nowadays, aside from a cheat meal that I have during the week, I eat pretty much zero junk food. And it works really well for me because I feel really good. I feel ready to go. If I eat something that's not good for my body or something that has like a ton of like added sugar or a ton of fat or whatever, I always feel super sluggish. I feel slower. I feel less sharp. My performance just drops a ton. But I know there's other people who like the guy I just talked about, and then there's other athletes who they can get away with not eating super clean, but they can still feel good. So you got to find what works for you. But I know for me, like, I really got to be dialed in on the nutrition. It's funny, one time when I was like a teenager still, I heard a story about LeBron. I heard a story that LeBron was eating French toast, bacon, like omelets, just like heavy stuff covered in syrup before practice. And then he would go to practice and he would just torch everyone, dunk on everybody. And I was thinking, oh, okay. If LeBron can do it, then I can too. So I finish my morning practice, then I go to first watch, get French toast, bacon, load it up with syrup, the works, eat it, so good. And then I pull up to the afternoon practice in the middle of the Florida summer, and I'm dying. I'm literally like playing 2 balls and I'm dead. And I had to suffer. That's probably the most suffering I've ever done on a tennis court. Or if not the most, it's at least top 10. But I suffered so much. I felt like puking. I felt like I was gonna like pass out. And then I realized, okay, there's definitely something wrong here. It's like, maybe this works for LeBron, maybe it works for someone else, but it definitely doesn't work for me. So I've never done that like since, to that level. It's crazy. Really, you just got to know what works for you. And yeah, that's one thing that I have now. I have a lot of experience with tennis and athletics, so I know what works for me in terms of training, nutrition, sleep, and I know what doesn't work. And it's always a process, so I'm always trying to learn more about myself, because knowing what I respond best to is going to help me to find the ways that I can make improvements. So if I need to make an improvement to my sleep or something, or if I need to maybe make like just a small tweak to my diet, or maybe my body responds better to some type of strength training and not as well to other types. This knowledge really, it's something that's super underrated, but this knowledge is really important if you want to draw the best out of yourself. Not just in athletics, but in anything. You got to know yourself. You got to know what works for you. I'm about to go home, eat some dinner, and yeah, we're going to get ready to get after it tomorrow. See you guys.